Hello everybody, today we have another problem, another issue, sorry. Alright, so today we are not installing the RCCB breaker. Do you know, one of the video I say I will install the MCB, but I figured out one problem. This MCB, I already checked, this MCB when it short circuit, it also doesn't trip. So this MCB also has a faulty coil inside. Because most of the MCB, if a short circuit or anything, this will trigger. So nothing I can do about it today. So I have another brand new RCD breaker. This is much more better than the RCCB. RCCB only protect a little bit thing. Because this is RCCB, this is RCD. RCD is a 3-phase breaker. So I'm going to install 3-phase breaker to my circuit. So now I need to do a brand new wiring. So because this is RCD. RCD is this brand new one, you still get tripped up, alright? Trip around it trip around 63 milliamps. 63 milliamps, and yeah, it's very fast. No, sorry. This is 63A breakers, and it trip around 6,000. Maybe this breaker trip on 100 milliamps. Sorry about that. So this breaker trip on 100 milliamps. So now we install the mains incoming powers to my house. So to my hole here. Now there we go. The incoming is in. Pull the rest of the cable in. Although the hole is not big enough. I think the hole is not big enough. Let me drill it much bigger. There we go. Vacuum it so the dust will not get anywhere. I love to vacuum. Alright. So now maybe the hole is big enough for the wiring to get inside. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. The wiring get inside very perfect. There you go. So now this is the input. So now we install our RCD breaker. These are 3-phase, so it can protect more than a single phase. So now we install, and now for the grounding, I don't know how to run the ground wires. Although I need to run the wire at the back there. So now you're gonna remove the breakers. Now the ground wire, I should use a cable. So the cable maybe goes up. Okay. Alright, I remove that. So I remove the ground. I remove the wire from the MCB. There you go. This MCB is useless and useless. Alright, so now we are going to install the ground. So the ground wires, alright. Okay, so now we just later. So now we got few of the live wires, alright. Okay. So one of the wires is ground. So ground I will do the marking. So I'm using a live wire as a ground. So because I have not enough cable, and this is very dangerous. If you don't know this wire is ground, you connect it to the live. So this will cause a short circuit to the ground and eventually tripping the breaker non-stop. Alright. And now I use electric tape to cover the exposed wires. Alright. Electric tape. Later I will do the marking of the wires. So later. Alright. So this is the ground. I'm going to do the ground wires at the top. Right. Alright. And now I'm going to do the marking using a yellow tape. And because this tape, they are suitable for writing. These tape are suitable for writing. So I use this tape lah. Okay. I use this tape I use this tape because this tape can be used marker pen to write on it. Alright, G. Right, so I do the marking because most of the electricians do it like this because sometimes they're out of shape, so they can do it. Sometimes they're out of cable, like sometimes, so they can do it like that. Extend the cable. So now I'm gonna make sure the 3-phase breaker can get inside without damaging my wires. There you go. The wires can get inside. No problem. Alright. So no problem nah. It's okay. No problem nah. Alright. Alright. Now we're gonna install the neutral here to the incoming. Oh. What? Alright, so incoming is on the top. So I forgot. I think this is MCB. Because MCB is totally flipped. MCB connection is at the bottom. MCB COM is at the bottom. But this ground fault breaker is at the top. So never forget this. It is still can trip on the earth leakage. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to be pulling the wires a little bit. So I'm going to put the wire like this a little bit. So now, okay, alright, so they got to pull the cable down to make it tight. So that I use zip ties to tie the cable. Right. Oh, maybe I do it now lah because this time we forgot. So I use zip tie to zip the cable so it will not move ever again. There we go. So I zip that. Alright. Okay, zip the cable out. There we go. So the cable all zipped, and this is ground wire. So the ground wire, you also do a marking about it, so people can know if I call an electrician to help me to fix it. I am the electrician, okay? So now we can fix that. Okay. Now we need to about it. So you cannot see. Alright. So this is our RCD brand new one. Okay. Alright. So this is 3-phase RCD breaker, so I can use single phase. Doesn't matter. You still get tripped because these 3 terminals are live wire. You can either connect here or here, it doesn't matter, it's the same. So I use single phase, 1. So here we go. So now it still get tripped as a RCDB. RCDB is a single phase, that's why I call RCDB. But it still get tripped. RCD called a 3-phase circuit breaker. Yes. So now we connect the mains in power, incoming. So this is how I did it. The first incoming voltage is straight into the top of the breakers, and the ground is connected to one of these terminal blocks to the output, and the output is connected to the downside of the circuit breaker. Neutral here, and these 3 terminals are live. But recently I used 1 live wire, so connect 1. It's still usable. Yeah. So now I install the phase panel. So this breaker is still new. It's a bit dirty only. This breaker is I buy from it's usually in the online shop listing, and it's called clearance stock. I don't think it still works, so they were specs it still works because it look like very old and look like used before, but it's very old, but it says new stock, clear stock item. So now I'm freaking buzzing. What the fuck is that? So it doesn't make sense. Right. This should be tripped, alright. So because it's still new old stuff, this should be tripped underground fault. So we hope for the best lah. Okay. So we no longer use MCB. But it still doesn't trip on short circuit or overload protection. So RCD breaker doesn't have RCD breaker doesn't have short circuit and overload protection. So for me, I will have another extension cord. So short circuit and overload protection is RCD breaker to have short circuit overload protection. So this one came in MCB breaker. But since this thing doesn't have space for me to install my breakers, so I don't need to install that. Because my extension cord also built in short circuit and overload protection here. This is the breaker for short circuit and overload protection. So now I have a lot of breakers, so it's safe. Now let's plug it in. Turn on. There you go, it tripped. There you go, now we have the safety thing. Turn on, trip. On, trip. On, trip. So now this is house these are 36 amp. So it still can trip lah. So here we go, we install a new breaker. So now we can get rid of these single phase RCCB.